Hey, it's Kasim with Solutions 8, and today I want to talk to you about crafting the perfect offer specifically for paid traffic. Now, here's what I see a lot of businesses do, is when they're driving paid traffic, they send people to pages that then present their entire offer in terms of everything they do, will do, want to do, can do for the life of the client and the business in perpetuity, forever and ever, amen. And this is an error because you have very little time, A. I think the commonly accepted data point is 7 seconds. Statistically, it takes 7 seconds for somebody to qualify a page that they're on to decide whether or not they're actually going to engage with this content. That data point's a little, I think, haphazard because it really depends on the prospect, the industry. But we know that it's short. So you have a very small amount of time to kind of help this person intrinsically qualify themselves. Further, you also don't want to throw too much at them. You don't want to confuse them or overwhelm them. A confused mind says no. So for paid traffic, your offer is the thing you need your customer to do next. And what's really interesting about that is you need to turn it into a give. And this is another thing that I think people get very wrong, is oftentimes the thing you need your customer to do next, it might be like an online application, for instance. Well, that's a take. So you're asking them for a ton of information, a ton of time. You're asking them for trust, and if you're not able to position that is something that that they win out on, they'll receive more value from you than they'll have to give in order, for this transaction to be complete. Then you're going to lose at this game. So we need your offer to be very myopic in scope. It needs to be really simple. It needs to be a give. It needs to be value driven. And I'm going to go over a bunch of live examples that I just pulled up right before this video. So the first one that I tackled was I did diet supplements. And I did that because this is already an industry that's just kind of like dirty. You know what I mean? And if you're in this space, I'm not telling you that you're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people that play in this space that are, very aggressive marketers. There's a lot of snake oil salesmen. There's a lot of people that do really good work in this space too. But the reason that I like looking at industries that have that sort of polarity is because you get a lot of examples. They sort of span the spectrum. So you notice that we've got 4 ads here. This is what Google thinks is the most relevant. These folks got some site link extensions, which is great for them. I probably cost collectively, I bet you this is at least $80 worth of clicks. So sorry to everybody involved. Hopefully that's not considered click fraud. Let's go over these in sequence. Now, one thing that I just want to point out is look at how similar these two ads are. And this ends up playing into what we'll find here pretty shortly. So if somebody's searching for diet supplements, number one is we end up on Kaya Longevity. Not a bad looking site at all. The issue though is there's no offer here. So I'm on the top half of the first page. I'm above the fold, and there's 0 offer above the fold. Not only that, but some of the language is just kind of a little off. Now helping people, full stop. Nationwide, full stop. British Columbia, full stop. This is not making a ton of sense to me. So are you helping people nationwide or nationwide inside the nation of British Columbia? I don't know. This to me could be, there's something more compelling to put in front of me. And, if you have this real estate accessible to you, this is where every e-commerce store says free shipping. That might not be applicable, but you could say 30 years in business, or, start listing social proof or edifying yourself or whatever it needs to be. There's a ton of wasted space, and yet there's 0 offer. So I just want to make the point that science-based solutions to take your health to the next level naturally. All right, that's kind of cool. Start your life-changing journey today. Great. How? How do I start my life-changing journey? And then I scroll back and it says, take back your health. Okay, how? Get the help you need. How do I do that? Start your journey today. Where do I do this? Bam, here's our very first offer. And yet you will notice that I can't take action. So this isn't clickable. I should be able to click to call, which is, it's a 4 characters with the code to add to make this something that could actually be functional. But now this isn't a bad offer. Call for a free 15-minute consultation. All right. I don't love when organizations do this. I see this from attorneys a lot. This feels a little combative. It's kind of like, hey, we're only going to give you so much time for free. Even if you want to limit your consultations to 15 minutes, I don't know that you necessarily want to say this. And if you are trying to limit your time, I would at least bump it up to 20, because 20 sounds like substantive it sounds like there's actually the ability to accomplish something here. But that aside, this offer should be up here. And now, incidentally, the offer is the consultation. The offer is not the whatever it is that they offer. Here's the other thing: is I don't really even know what they do. Science-based solutions. Are you selling me pharmaceuticals? Is this like a nutrition program? Like what's the deal? But regardless, we scroll down and then things just blow up on us. Okay, because look at all of these offers. 30-minute consultation. Fine, great. What is it? What am I doing? What are you giving me? Give me some bullet points. This should have some bullet points saying, we're going to go over this. You're going to meet with this person. A senior member of our team is going to now analyze your fitness goals based off of, this proven and proprietary method and blah, 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 blah. I've got nothing. You're just saying 30-minute consultation, 60-minute consultation, 45-day program, thyroid. Just thyroid, just a flat out, you can actually buy a human thyroid for $79 and it takes 30 minutes to get to you. Weight loss for $79. Immune system, do you see what I'm saying? There's no offer here. None of these are offers. The closest thing to have an offer is this, and this is a crap offer. Here's a video overview that I'm not going to watch. Why Kaya? All right, meet our team. That's great. The meet our team section. I actually really kind of like the mission, vision, values about. This looks like a real human that I'd be interested in working with. They're humanizing their business, which is awesome. Here's an offer. So now I'm kind of like, oh, okay, you have, products that you want to sell. That's great. But don't expect your customer to self-service. You might say, well, they've got shop up here on the top left-hand corner. I'm like, well, maybe they do. But with paid traffic, you need to just let people know, hey, this is the very next step. This is what you need to do in order for us to move forward. And these people do not have a compelling offer. If their product really works, what I'd be wanting to do is putting a sample in front of somebody right out of the gate. They have their limitless sleep, let's say, or their neural performance. So whatever the value proposition is here, I'd have one of those, a smaller sample size, and I would do the free plus shipping. So you pay me $10, I'm going to get this to you for free, and you're going to try it for 7 days, and I'm going to return it to a 7-day regimen. And what's nice about that is anytime you ship anybody anything, you get way more information than if they're just downloading a lead magnet. So you have, you know exactly where they're located. Their proximity to various things that you might be able to use from a marketing perspective. Obviously, you have their email. You have an excuse to follow up. You actually get to provide another value add. So if they give you the $10, then you get to say, hey, this is, this comes with a free 20-minute consultation from, et cetera, et cetera. And now you get them on the phone and have the opportunity to sell more to them. So there's no offer here. This is a poorly crafted offer. I imagine this is a poorly performing campaign. I wouldn't expect them to do very well inside of paid advertising. I am interested though. Where did those little, there they are. So if I click on this, does it tell me more? After your initial 60-minute consultation, so that's weird. I'm booking a 30-minute consultation, and it's telling me after my 60-minute consultation, then book a 30-minute consultation once a month or as needed. List of programs available. Yeah, and this is just so much too. It's just like, hey, do you suffer from all the things? We need to get way more specific. So, they could have a dedicated page for every single one of these, and then the offer changes for every single one of these. And then you run segmented ad campaigns based off of what it is that somebody's searching for. So I search for diet supplement, which is clearly weight loss. And yet they've got all this stuff. They need to have a page. They'd have to maintain continuity. So your offer has to maintain continuity with the search. The only time you're allowed to break that rule is if you're testing mass amounts of traffic and, massive amount of keywords. And even then it gets a little bit lazy. But this is just, there's no continuity here whatsoever. So I'd say epic fail. Kaya Longevity, so sorry to poke you in the ribs. Here's, first of all, please, dear God, change the Blogger favicon. There's stuff like that's a dead giveaway. You don't even necessarily know what Blogger is. And you look at that and go like, oh, I recognized that before. This isn't a super legitimate site. But here we go. Entertainment Today Insider News. Doesn't match up with my URL. That's kind of strange, but it's fine. As seen on now, starting straight out of the gate, social proof. Weight loss pill that naturally burns fat gets biggest deal in Shark Tank history. All right. So we're as seen on. And then here's an offer, special offer, step 1. Click here to claim your bottle of Rapid Keto Body Trim. Not a poor offer, except I don't know how much it costs. So what happens when I actually try to do this? I'll do it in just a second. And then we've got the news, and they're going to go long form sales letter on me. I can already tell, which is fine. Here's the thing: is this is ugly. Long form sales letters work, especially for this type of offer too. You've got all these little click offs though, so you're going to lose. See, this is a much better page. I don't know why you wouldn't just drive people to this page. Get my free bottle. That's a great offer. If I actually wanted dietary supplements, 100% natural ingredient, like this, all these little badges. This is awesome. This is a step 1, 2, 3 story brand framework, kind of explanatory background, real social proof. This is a great page. It's a squeeze page. I don't have squeeze pages anymore, but I mean, this is a way better offer than, where was I? Than our, I guess this has social proof on it, which is pretty cool. I just feel you're going to convert better if you send them to the conversion page. This is what people want. However, this isn't poorly done. I would say, by the way, you're giving away a free bottle. Nowhere in this copy does it say free. Where is free? Like if your bottle's actually free, get my free bottle. They don't even, where else do they say it? Is this it? This is the only place that they say it. Get my free bottle. And then this button is weird because this button just goes, oh, I bet you it brings me back up there. Okay, now I can't scroll. Yeah, it's just going to bring me back up to the header. Okay, little confusing, no big deal. The fact that this bottle is free, the word free should be plastered across this entire page everywhere. And it's not. I remember WordStream did a study on key terms that convert the best. And of course, free was right at the top. If you can actually say free legitimately, then that's the thing to do. So we've got, these guys didn't do a bad job. You know, I mean, there's something kind of snake oily a little bit about the way that they're presenting this product. Understand your industry. You know, if you're in a snake oil industry and you have a really legitimate product, then, you know, some of the whiz-bang flash marketing stuff kind of tends to work against you a little bit. Although they've done a lot to combat that. I think the social proof here is maybe the best thing. They've done a really good job at saying, hey, we're legitimate. Other people have stamped us. So not bad. I do like that the offer is the very next thing that they want their customer to do. So unlike Kaya Longevity that has this whole sales funnel that we don't even understand, it doesn't tell you what you want to do. These guys are like, hey, here's a free bottle. That's perfect. You're not necessarily selling them on, you know, the recurring regimen that they obviously want you on. You're not telling them about the Ascension model. You're not explaining your entire history. You're just saying, here's your free bottle. So that's a compelling offer. That's a good offer. Poorly positioned, given the page that I landed on, but it's compelling. Here's what's interesting. Check this out. So if I go back, I'm at Kali Fan. I don't know what that says. It's words. And then here's the exact same page. So clearly I'm just on some affiliate page. And that's why when I mentioned earlier, these two ads are almost exactly the same. I've just got a bunch of affiliates here pushing things. And realize, affiliates, that statistically people, the average Google searcher is going to click on 4.3 ads when they're ready to buy. That's the entire top half. That's exactly what I just did. So if you are an affiliate or you're running, you know, a program that's not yours, you have to find a way to differentiate yourself. And if you can't do that on the landing page, that's fine. But dear God, please don't use their just blanket ad copy that they give you. I've seen those assets that companies provide. Like, you can do better than this. Buy one, get one free exclusive deal. That's the other thing too, is you're offering me a free bottle on the page. Why doesn't this say free bottle? Like, that's what I would put in front of someone. That's unreal. And then they're not using the second description. Am I right in saying that? I don't know. Maybe Google's withholding it for some reason that I don't understand. But interesting. And then here's Noom. Now, I kind of like what Noom did. Now, one note for you. This is a squeeze page. Squeeze pages are pages that don't allow you to do anything other than the thing that I want you to do, which is okay for impulse buy traffic. If I'm running traffic on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, I'll use squeeze pages. For Google search, we've got a mildly more educated consumer that has probably traveled down a sales funnel. I'd be careful about squeezing them. Here's what I see people do is they land on squeeze pages. They realize, like, oh, I can't go anywhere. I can't learn about you. I don't want to click on either of these. Let me go see what's here. And then they go to your homepage, which is fine. And look, the homepage does exactly what the squeeze page was going to do. And all this does, I think, is legitimize you a little bit. Your About Us page is the second most trafficked page. Right out of the gate, I love this About Us page. You got a bunch of real people here. It makes me look like this organization like cares. They're all smiling. They're having a good time. This is clearly like an employee retreat or something. And they're embedding social proof throughout their About Us, which is great. This is really well done. So great About Us page. No reason to hide this type of thing, and no reason to try to funnel your traffic if they're not ready to convert. People aren't stupid. This, however, and let me just go back to the paid advertising page because that's where we were. This is great. We know the direction that we need people to head. Now, I don't love that it's a squeeze page, but it's find out what's possible with Noom's psychology-based evaluation. I want to get fit for good or lose weight for good. So I like this pre-qualification, this filtering. And every single time you can get somebody to make a micro commitment, they're more likely to make the next subsequent commitment. So I'm going to say get fit for good. And now, here's why I don't like this. You just broke continuity. There's a psychological barrier you're throwing up every single time you send somebody to a new website frame or visual or whatever. So, think about this. Think about landing on Amazon's site, and you're on Amazon's site and you're browsing for a product, and then you go like, okay, this is an interesting product. Let me buy that one. And then they send you to a completely brand new site. Instantly you're like, oh, scam, hacked, wrong link, something's wrong, I'm leaving. That's kind of what Noom just did here. What should happen is, even if you want to put me through this 3-step process, keep me in this frame, stay exactly where we are here. And it would be even cooler, I think, if the thing just scrolled up. I want to get fit for good. And then this information, kind of like, what do we use on my website? Typeform. I'll show you. So you want a Google Ads action plan, free action plan. You don't even leave the page. Oh, check this out. And then when you fill out your form, and your name, then I'm going to take you to a page, but it looks exactly like the page you were just on. So I'm not scaring you off. These guys, where's Noom? These guys have broken significant continuity, but let's just keep going, okay? Let's figure out what else they're doing here. Because so far, I actually still kind of don't have an offer. It's like, tell me what, and y'all know how much I weigh now. That's weird. My ideal weight. Male. Now, here's what's kind of weird is this isn't really moving to the degree that I'd want it to move. And then I just lost my tracker beacon. Noom creates long-term results, habit behavior change. I'm just picking stuff, y'all. Now, this is way too far. You haven't asked for contact information. You haven't converted me at all. And you're putting me through this crazy incremental process when I still don't even really understand what the offer is. No. Goodness, no. This is horrible. Sorry, Noom people, whoever's doing this. That's not going to fly. So, poorly positioned offers. Noom started good, but then they fell off. Let's look at another industry. So I pulled up debt relief here. Another industry it's got some really good people doing really good work, and then it's got some snake oil salesmen. We've actually got some clients in this specific industry. Let's take a look at who we've got. So guide to consolidation. This isn't, for a squeeze page, this isn't bad at all. No minimum credit score, see offer in minutes. That's an offer. Make one payment, reduce your interest, lower your monthly payments, answer a few questions to see your offer. Managing expectations, letting me know exactly what's going on. And then they've got some edification. They've got some social proof. Here's unique selling propositions. This is not a bad, I like that they actually have live support. And look, it's clickable. By the grace of God. That's not a hard thing to do. I don't know why people skimp on that. What happens if I click here? It's this weird little, and this looks like a search bar. This is a strange thing to put there. It's kind of weird. Let me go back though. So, all right, I want debt consolidation. I need $100,000 and I'm in a 5260. Now you know where I live. Excellent credit score. That's not a bad shake. So again, every commitment you make me make makes I'm more likely to make the next subsequent commitment. Now, I realize that I kind of just said the opposite thing on Noom, but let's be honest. You need to have an end result promised. It needs to be of significant value to me, and you can't put me through, I don't want to take the SATs again. You know what I mean? That was nuts. This was not bad. And then I like their call to action. See my savings. I'm impressed. I really like core offers, very myopic. And you'll notice that the offer isn't actually debt consolidation. And that's a really key point to this video is your offer isn't necessarily the thing that you do. It's the very next step that you need your customer to take. And that's, we sometimes don't see the forest through the trees because we're so used to doing the thing that it is that we do. So great job, guide to consolidation people. Let's take a look at the next one. Lens start. Just incidentally, I don't like the cookie notification at the top. I like it at the bottom. And the reason I like it at the bottom is because things that happen at the top tend to be commercial. Things that happen at the bottom tend to be notices. And if you throw your cookie notification here, then I just think you're breaking continuity there. So I agree to cookies. I like that it's not a squeeze page. That's cool. The issue here is all of these? Really? Confused09 says no, I don't want a directory. I want a service provider. This is better at the top of the funnel. But if this is an organic click, this is a great page. It's a great page, but it's not an organic click. And, Lens Start is obviously just pimping out all these people. I don't know. It doesn't even filter them. So did anything change? Yeah. I don't know. Compared debt consolidation services. That's not that's an offer. The offer here isn't even debt consolidation. It's the comparison of the debt consolidation. This menu somebody needs to make that a little less sensitive. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. It's not specific enough. Or no, let me back up. It's actually specific as an offer. It's not at the bottom of the funnel. I'm a high commercial intent customer, and you just sent me to the top of the sales funnel. There we go. ArizonaDebtRelief.org. We've got a real live human. Now this is great. So real live human being who's smiling and she's not making eye contact. If she's making eye contact, they'd have checked all the boxes. But you'll notice how rare this is in certain facets of marketing, which is interesting because this is the highest performing image you can have is a real person looking straight at you with a smile on their face. There's your dopamine receptor that fires every single time somebody makes eye contact with you. It's the reason why when you go through the shopping mall, all that you see are people on poster boards and stuff that are just looking straight at you. We're on a squeeze page again. This is not click to call. This is stupid. They're probably just relying on the mobile browser to identify the phone number, but you shouldn't do that. To see if you qualify, answer a few questions below. All right. I wouldn't be doing the takeaway. So we used to do that with our real estate investing campaigns, depending on the type of leads that we were trying to attract. And if we wanted to increase lead quality, we'd say something like this. So maybe they're getting way too many leads. I don't know if that's the case. What I'd rather see is what these folks did, which is see offer. Like get your offer now. Qualify for relief today, relief from credit and other unsecured debts. See if you qualify. There's the see if you qualify again. You're not giving value with, at least not in the same way. Now you can build scarcity into your model and that's okay. But realize that you're diminishing the value a little bit. You're sort of approaching from above, which, make sure that aligns with your model. Kind of like all the social proof here. It's a little stale, they could improve that, but I don't know. We don't do a great job on that my site, so I won't poke at them too much. I like the unique selling propositions. What happens if I start clicking buttons? Now, notice they did something better than what Noom did. I'm still on this page, which is really cool. Do you need immediate help? Yes, I do. Student loans, credit cards. How much? All of it. There, 125. Bam. Good news. We can help you. Your debts qualify for relief. Here's the other problem too, is I didn't answer enough questions for you to really filter me out in any meaningful way. So, that pre-qualification process, you kind of just lost my trust there a little bit. This is cool. This should have been everywhere. I don't know. This isn't a poor page. I don't think I agree with the messaging, but again, they're pretty specific with their offer. It's a pre-qualification. So, well done. Freedom. Same thing. People are going to go like this. Now let's see, because you'll notice there's a subdomain applied. So if they're smart, they'll actually have a page on the subdomain. Nice. Let's see if I kill the subdomain. Where we go with life. All right. And I see why they're not driving traffic to this page. This is a crap page. There's no offer here whatsoever. About us. Yeah, it doesn't tell me anything. Let's go back. Let's go to the paid version, see if that's any different. It's not. So you're not telling me what I'm going to get. I realize that I searched for debt consolidation, so it's a reasonable assumption for them to say, well, we know people know that they want debt consolidation, but man, you got to be real specific here. Again, I'm going to go back to these folks. This is great. This is like really well done. And this is just, let's just see what happens. Choose your amount. Are you behind on your payments? Yes. What state do you like? So I like this ticker bar way more though. Remember the last one? Like this one actually got me through the damn thing. And then they want information. And I still don't really know what my results, like, what does that mean? I don't know. I bet you it ends up just being a directory. I'm jumping ship. All right. Another one. I did a search for CRM software. Same kind of story here, just in terms of the way that people get really aggressive in this space. So let's take a look at, here's Fresh Sales. Why Fresh Sales is the best CRM software for you. Your sales team gets more selling time and stays productive. Your business retains more customers. I love that there's a semicolon here. Who on earth has ever used a semicolon? And then there's no punctuation at the end though. So they got like super elite triple PhD and then they quit. Unless that's a mistake. That's so funny. Try for free. That's an offer. Free trial of my CRM. And it's right above the fold and it stays on this page, which I really like. And by the way, if you can't execute on that, that's no big deal. I just don't make the subsequent page like an entirely new thing. And what do they want from me? Start your 21-day free trial. I might make that a value prop because so many software companies only offer a 14-day free trial. So, that could have been here, 21-day free trial. First name, last name, email, company, domain name, phone number. All right. You could narrow down on this list of whatevers. For instance, I don't think if you get my domain name, I don't actually think you need my company name. And right now what they're trying to do probably is just keep their CRM clean. But I don't know. Every field you add decreases conversions by 11%. That's a HubSpot statistic. It's old, so I don't know how reliable it is, but it's definitely some percentage. Some percentage over one. So be careful about loading up your form fields, but this isn't horrible. If anything, I would turn this into a two-step process. Get the name, email, and phone number out of them, and then say, great, we're creating your app right now. What should we call it? And now we've gotten them into our funnel. By clicking sign up for free, you read our terms, and you acknowledge you've read our privacy. Fine. Selling is hard. Juggling multiple sales tools is harder. This is fine. Value proposition here. I'd have had a little bit more in the way of social proof sooner. Well, there we go. So maybe indictment redacted. And then, yeah, they're going to have to clean that up. But that's not what we're talking about. So here's what's kind of weird is they haven't really repeated their offer. It should be offer, 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 offer. I like that they say start your 21-day free trial, no credit card required, no strings attached. See, this should be up here. Who cares? You say nothing to me. Ugh, I got a little mad there. I'm sorry. This is great. Use a CRM that does the job of 5 other tools. That's awesome. That's super compelling. Start your 21-day free trial. Interested. No credit card. Sold. No strings attached. You probably replace that with something else. But throw that all the way up here and then put a little string of your social proof people so I can see at the bottom that people actually trust you. I like that it's not a squeeze page, although why am I Fresh Sales CRM? Oh, because Freshworks has a bunch of other stuff, don't they, to sell me? Yeah. So, but good for these people. Instead of Freshworks sending me to this site, and now I have to go figure out which product is applicable, they're sending me to their CRM specific site, which is fantastic. And here's their actual CRM page. Grow your business with the smartest CRM in town. Sign up for free. All right, I still like the other one better. But now here we go. Look at this. Trusted by over 40,000 customers around the world. Why wasn't this on the freaking paid ad landing page? Who's the idiot? Wow. There it is. What some of our 40,000 customers say. Need a comma, and then should be up there. And where is it? Now, here's what's really interesting is when you offer the pricing, remember we talked about our offer being myopic? This is a second offer. Signing up for free is offer number 1, and then review our pricing is offer number 2, and then we're sending them up the funnel. Although I actually kind of like what they did here because they kept it on this page. However, the pricing is super confusing. I just looked at that and said, like, man, I don't have time. I don't have time to learn to figure you out. Yeah, I would probably just stick to sign up for free for 21 days. Let's take a look at, what is this, Zendesk? Yeah. Zendesk, make a big deal of it. What does that mean? What do you mean, Zendesk? Sales CRM to enhance productivity processes and pipeline visibility for sales teams. I don't know, man. Start free trial. That's great. So I liked it. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen in this entire review somebody, look at that. That's exit intent. They're getting repetitious with their offer, which you absolutely positively have to do. Now, it stays ever present up here. I realize it, but man, we should be, every scroll, you should have your offer. Zendesk sell, start free trial, view demo. Now, this is, what's his name? Storybrand guy, Don Miller. Don Miller talks about your primary CTA and your transitional CTA. I think that's fine for your main website, which is what Don teaches you to do. It's okay for your paid traffic landing pages, but be a little careful about making them, too much of the focus. Oh, you gate your demo? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about gating the transition. If you say view demo, I want to view the damn demo. I don't know. And then we've got, where does this take me to other pages? Yeah, now you're sending me to other pages. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. You're not telling me anything. There's no value proposition. Like, why is it that I care about you? I think this is mediocre at best. It's a pretty page. It's very attractive, but there's no, I wouldn't expect this to convert very well. My Case by Appfolio. Track your leads from prospect to client. There's a value proposition. Practice management. Why are you saying practice management if I'm... So it's all for attorneys. But I'm not an attorney, so why are you bidding on CRM software? Somebody needs to get fired. Yeah. I mean, if I bid for attorney CRM software, then this might look good. Try it free, no credit card required. At least they've gone with a myopic offer, which is awesome. Who is this? @spoke.com. All right. It's always fun to see people's nomenclature inside of the URL string. Look at this. LP, landing page, request a demo, dash, IT ticketing. Can I load the page, guys? Do you want to sell me something? Hello? There we go. Better than a traditional IT ticketing system. Okay, epic fail. I Googled CRM software. Why on earth did you show up? Although it's not a bad page. Get your customized demo. That to me says that I'm not actually going to get a demo. I'm going to get a sales call. I like that they have their value prop. I like that they have a bunch of social proof. More social proof. Kind of an example how the software works. Get a demo. Brings me back up to the top of the page. Yeah. I got to be honest. I think the winner in this whole thing is Guide to Consolidation. I think of everybody, they probably did the best job, all things considered. So I hope that helps. That type of live overview, if I just bored you to death, forgive me. But I wanted to give you an example of what I think good offers look like, which we didn't see many of, and then what, some of the bad offers. And, thank goodness we had a lot of those examples. But whatever it is, realize that you're not offering them what you sell. You're offering them what you need them to do next. And actually, I'll just beat myself up here. Here's my website. And we drive paid traffic to this page. Now we drive paid traffic to other pages as well, but this is one of the pages that we use. You can see that my offer, now I do Google Ads, but I'm not selling you Google Ads management. I'm selling you an action plan. Get immediate clarity with a free action plan built by the industry's best Google Ads management team. No cost or obligation. That's not hard. Like, I'm not even here to, I'm not trying to be like, oh, look how smart and good I am. What I'm saying is we just took what we did and we clearly stated that. And I went through 12 websites and at least half of them didn't do that. Scroll down, social proof right out of the gate. Bam. Great social proof. Scroll down. This is how it works. Step 1, step 2, step 3. action plan. Scroll down, action plan. More social proof, more edification. Scroll down, value proposition, action plan. Pricing, action plan. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you're constantly being met with, hey, by the way, the very next thing that we need you to do is the action plan. And we're constantly selling the action plan. Step 1, action plan. Boom, give me the free action plan. This is all that we do. Get your free action plan. We're committed to you. Get your action plan. So even when we talk about Google Ads and what it is that we provide, we're still going for the action plan. Now, as I get further down the page, you'll notice that I transition. And the reason that I do that is because if you haven't already taken me up on the action plan, then I might want to allow you to click around. This is why I don't like squeeze pages. Squeeze pages don't let people get to know you the way that we want them to get to know you. So it's okay to offer transitional calls to action, but like I mentioned with Zendesk, don't put it right at the top. Right now, I just want you to do the action plan. And then if you get halfway down my page and you still haven't converted, like, all right, you want to see some case studies? You want to see how awesome we are? Here's me mildly pushing people away, saying, like, just FYI, we might not be the right fit. Let's talk about how or why. And then action plan. Action plan. More social proof. Look at how much look at how many elements of social proof I use. Bam, this is social proof. 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 Like, you can never get enough social proof. Highlight the About Us. Remember, this is your second most traffic page. Action plan, again. And I'm selling you, I'm not selling you Google Ads Management. I'm selling you the action plan. And then you're at the bottom of my page. And look what happens when you go to the bottom of my page. Now I'm like, all right, I clearly don't have you yet. Do you want a book? Have I mentioned that we wrote the book? By the way, we've got a ton of really good content. Oh, we have a YouTube channel. And then last ditch effort, do you just want to talk to your real life human being? But you'll notice you can't scroll on my page without encountering a call to action. And we're myopic with our offer. So craft your offer. Know what it is that you need somebody to do next and get them to do that. Don't throw everything at them and then assume that they're going to self-direct, because they're not, sadly. I hope this was helpful. Give me a little thumbs up if you felt like it was. That sounded weird. Pound that subscribe button. I've never said that before. I'm never saying it again. I heard somebody else say it and I thought I could get away with it and I can't. Just hit it. Just press it lightly. You don't have to pound anything. And then if you have any questions, hit me in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.